What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name is Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, Marvel Studios has always dealt with struggles behind the scenes of their movies. It's just that back about 20 years ago, there were far less people interested in what was going on behind the scenes at Marvel Studios, and their performance at the box office was enough to outdo any of the negative attention. Things like losing your lead director in, say, Edgar Wright for Ant-Man, or even your lead actor in Edward Norton for Bruce Banner the Hulk are okay when you're still breaking $1 billion on your first Avengers film. But very obviously, things have not been going as well for Marvel over the last half decade, and so where it may have been nothing new or par for the course, the drama that was at first reported between Mahershala Ali and Marvel Studios over the state of the script all the way back in October of 2022. At one point, it was rumored that Marvel Studios was actually in danger of losing the lead actor, or that Mahershala Ali might walk from the project because of how disappointed he was with the state of the script. Well, things have turned around considerably since then, and we've actually got two major updates late in this week. One coming from a trusted industry insider source about the current rewrite and state of Blade, the other about Mahershala Ali's next cameo in the MCU as the Blade character, and it is not what we expected and not his own film. We're going to break down the latest two updates about what's going on with Mahershala Ali, his Blade character, and the MCU. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews to the occasional industry insider report and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. The next one is right around the corner to coincide with the release of X-Men 97. Again, all you got to do is be a sub, leave a comment if you want, stick around at the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so this was the latest from Daniel RPK. You can follow him over on Twitter at RPK News or on Patreon. He's one of the most trusted sources in the Marvel scoop game. This is what he had to say about Blade 2 days ago. Number one, Mahershala Ali is not leaving Blade. Michael Green is rewriting the script right now. That's the writer from Logan. They are making a lot of changes that Ali is happy with. The movie is also still aiming for a rated R rating, which is something we reported on at the beginning of last year as being heavily rumored, something Marvel Studios would look at. But back then, I was super skeptical. Obviously, with Deadpool and Wolverine, it gets to stay rated R because it's already a proven commodity as rated R, but things like Werewolf by Night have shown that Marvel Studios is willing to push the envelope, and while that may have not been a true rated R rating, again, because things are a little different with TVMA and being on Disney+, there was enough blood alone in that project to qualify it for rated R, and I think there are very few Marvel characters that would absolutely demand an R rating, but Punisher is one of them, and of course, Blade is as well. There's just so much more they can do without having to stick to the confines of PG-13. My fingers are crossed that at some point when Marvel Studios announces this film again, hopefully this summer, they'll confirm the rated R. The only other thing that Daniel RPK had to say about this was that eventually this is going to lead into the Midnight Suns. We'll talk about that more in a different video coming at some point this month to the channel. Now, in the meantime, we had another scoop about Mahershala Ali's Blade. Apparently, we're going to see, well, I should say we're going to hear him, and before his own movie, maybe by the end of this year. While we still don't have an exact release date for the Marvel Zombies project, according to the industry insider and anonymous Twitter scoopster, Can We Get Some Toast, Mahershala Ali is set to voice a version of the Blade character in the upcoming animated Marvel Zombies series. Now, I always say you can trust scoops when everyone starts saying it, and that's what happened with this. Later in the day, other trusted industry insider sources like Casey Walsh would tweet out in a now deleted tweet that this is true and that he was going to voice the character. Now, I would have said for sure this is going to be canon to the MCU because of the precedent set with What If. But we've just recently found out with the release of the X-Men 97 trailer that X-Men 97 under the Marvel Animation title will not be canon to the MCU. And so while I think Marvel Zombies is going to be canon, we're not actually sure. There's no confirmation of that, and I would just find it bizarre that Marvel Studios would introduce Mahershala Ali as an animated Blade and not make him the same version of the character, or rather a variant somewhere in the multiverse, i.e. something like how What If is canon to the MCU. I think making that distinction's important, but I also think that it just happens to be a consolation for Mahershala Ali, who's been waiting around now 6 years, if he actually gets to release the movie next year, to play the Blade character. Now, there are other reasons to believe this is going to be canon outside of Mahershala Ali's involvement, like Iman Vellani playing the Miss Marvel character. Again, maybe just a variant in the multiverse, but not completely disconnected from canon. Because again, I just think it would be very weird to be introduced to Mahershala Ali's Blade. Yeah, I know what you're going to say about the Eternals post-credit scene, but that barely counts. I just think it would be weird to see him in full action and interacting with other MCU variants, but that not to be his MCU debut. There's also the fact that if you're familiar with Jonathan Hickman's run of Secret Wars, that the Marvel Zombie series actually could have a huge role to play in the future and plot of this storyline, something we'll cover in a different video. I just think that there should be stakes for it for, again, someone like Mahershala Ali who's been waiting this long, and so I expect it to either be his character or a variant of his character among the multiverse, just more setup for Secret Wars. Again, just odd we're going to see this in animated form and before we ever see him in live action, almost a year before. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below if you mind, or if you're just like, hey, give me Blade and ASAP. And you do have to admit that if they're going to do a Marvel Zombie series, Blade is one of the perfect characters to involve in that. You can imagine they probably reached out and said, hey, we want to involve you in this animated project. And he's like, heck yeah, you do. And I'm voicing the character because he's all about it. But I can't wait. You guys let me know all your thoughts down below, how hype you are for the Blade film. If you agree with me, it needs to be rated R. And of course, how hype you are to see Mahershala Ali play and voice the character. I'm all ears. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. All right, we are still giving away PlayStation 5s at the channel. We're just going to continue to do so till the PlayStation 5 Pro or the PlayStation 6 comes out. We have another giveaway next month when X-Men 97 is released on Disney+. If you want to be entered to win or for any of the other future giveaways, all the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button because you need to be a subscriber. Then you leave a comment down below because it's truly random. The more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will always be announced live with my voice in the comments shown on screen, so please be safe and vigilant on YouTube, anywhere on the platform. Please remember, anybody can take a content creator's photo, pretend to be that content creator, try to tell you you've won a prize, and then try to charge you for shipping. It's all a big scam, so be safe. Never share your information on a third-party app like Telegram or WhatsApp, and if you should get a comment like that really on any platform, just report it and they'll go ahead and delete it ASAP. You're doing everybody the community a service. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on, and of course, if you like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at I'mFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes under the name AllFires. And while I sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.